For the past 10 years of my art journey, I've been a traditional artist. And in about the last 5 years, I've swapped over to digital, but only Procreate. Something very simple and streamlined so you can get in and just make art. But today I'm going to be taking on a heavier task. I'm going to learn Clip Studio Paint. So these are the digs. So I actually got this from a coworker. Shout out to Noah. But yeah, this and a keyboard, a not so great keyboard. And that's all I'm gonna use. Nice. And what better way to learn than to do what I do best? Try to draw a portrait from Pinterest. And this is the reference that I chose. So pretty much I always start with a mix of all the methods. Loomis, Azario, and I don't really remember the names of all of them, I'll be honest. But I always start with a circle to kind of get that general shape of the head. Then I go ahead and add a horizontal line. She's looking off to the our right, her left. I'm gonna move that vertical line over to the left a little bit. And you usually want these lines in the middle of the circle. And now I'm just drawing an oval to get the planes of the head together. And I can make that a little bit bigger. The ear kind of goes into that quadrant of the ear. If you notice, I'm gonna put a vertical line right here so you can see it better. But you notice it has 4 kind of quadrants, and I put the ear in the bottom one of those. And so from there, just looking at the reference, we can go ahead and fill in the jawline and kind of get more of the shape of this face. Now, this is where I kind of go back into the Loomis method. So that horizontal line in the center of the head, the first one that we drew, is the brow line. So the eyes go right under the eyebrow. The nose bridge kind of fits the nose perfectly right there too. And I think I made the nose too small. How do you transform? Wait a second. There we go. I think I clicked M. And which one is it? Oh. Dang. Skill issue. All right, cool. Now we can go ahead and start to add the lips. And if you notice, I don't know if this is a method or not, but if you notice, the end of the mouth is just the center of the eyes. So I made that line to kind of give me a guideline to tell where does this mouth end. And once I have that mouth in, I can go ahead and start drawing the chin and get to work on some more details. And so pretty much now, all I do is just drawing the details as I see them, using the first sketch I did as a guide to put in everything. Honestly, I thought the keyboard would be more of a nuisance. Procreate, whatever you do is kind of, like I said, streamlined and simple, so it's a button click away. Everything's labeled pretty nicely, but using these keyboard shortcuts aren't too bad, I'm gonna be honest. And like I said, I'm just using the reference to draw in some details, transforming things to make sure they fit or look good for me. And this is when I figured out about rotate, or I remembered, I guess, because I already knew. But in Procreate, there's something I like to do, which is like 2-finger touch, which I still think is really nice. But rotate so I can draw it at a better angle for me, because I didn't really like how that part of the nose bridge was angled. So I rotated, and you're gonna see me do that in a second again here. And I'm going to use it again for this cheekbone here, because I don't really like how it looks. it looks weird. So I rotated it all the way to the side and just drew it in like at a better angle, like I said. Also, if you look at the reference, you'll notice you can kind of see the underside of her neck a little bit. So I kind of drew that in. I reshaped the eyes because they were looking a little small, or I don't know, looking a little off. And once again, just going back, adding details, adding eyelashes, changing up the mouth, things that I thought weren't perfect. And it never will be. Art is art. So still look good, but I just wanted to touch up a little bit more. And now we're gonna add a little bit of more of the body. Just adding the neck and shoulders. Little details. But anyways, now that we're here, how you guys doing? I don't really ever check in, but I want to talk to my audience. I want to have a relationship with my audience. So it's a little about me. I go by Mr. Father. I started this page a little over a year ago, and right now I'm just trying to stay consistent. I'm doing pretty good so far, I would say, but I honestly don't know where to go with it. As far as what kind of things people would like to see me do or see me try or attempt, I kind of just stick with what I like, and I figured I probably need to step out of my comfort zone a little bit. So yeah, I got a lot of plans for this channel. So thank you for tuning in and attending my TED Talk. The way I like to sketch here is I draw all of the basic shapes and try not to worry too much about small details and just worry about the overall silhouette. So you're going to see that in the reference there's some curls. I do kind of draw some in just to give the illusion of form. But I don't worry too much about stray hairs or this curl going that way. As long as I got the general shape, I feel fine. And now that I've finished the hair, I'm just going to shade it a little bit and make the sketch a little bit more interesting than it already is. And just because I'm bored, so why not? Now with this, I just use hatching. I don't even think I cross hatch a lot in this. And I'm not going to go too crazy as far as details. Just doing something simple. It's a quick sketch. So filled in the hair black, added some darker details, and wham bam, thank you ma'am. There it is. The final product. But the most important part. Anyways, if you enjoyed the video, let me know down below. I hope this encourages you to go sketch or go make something, man. Like I said, just kind of let me know what you guys would want to see from me, if anybody's out there listening. I think it turned out pretty nice, and honestly, I like Clip Studio Pro. It makes me feel like a pro, no pun intended. The layout is a bit complicated looking, but I think over time I'll come to find what everybody else says, that Clip Studio Paint is really good and has a lot of tools that could be useful or are useful. There's still a lot to learn and a lot to discover, so let me know if a Clip Studio Paint series is something you guys would be interested in. Anyways, thank you for tuning in and attending my TED Talk. Please like the video, subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. Deuce.